All women want this ideal man that we're about to build in this video. In other words, if you have these certain qualities, I promise you, almost all women will want you. For example, you gotta be attractive. And I know what you're thinking, Jose, that's obvious. No, it's actually not as obvious as you think. Anyone that tells you, oh, you're a guy, you just have to be okay looking. Women are more emotional. They're lying to your face, and a study from Columbia proved this. They had thousands of speed dates in this study, and what they ended up finding is that those men that were the most attractive were more likely by huge percentage points to get a second date. In other words, women cared just as much as men did on how attractive men were because of that halo effect. See, when you are attractive, all your other attributes are automatically seen as positive. When you're ugly, those same attributes will be seen as negative. In other words, if you're an attractive guy, you'll be seen friendly. But if you're an ugly guy, you'll be seen as a creep. Get where I'm going here? You need to focus on how you look. And this is why I always say, take those steps to look better. Especially, right before you go on a date, put on a fragrance. Put on something sexy that not only elevates your confidence, but makes sure you're attracting her at least through the olfactory sense, because that's the easiest way to level yourself up in seconds. It doesn't even take that much effort. This is why I pushed it so much. This is why I created our own fragrance line, Santa Lucia, to design high-end fragrances that I know will get you the compliments you want. See, our Dark Santa Lucia collection gives you a fragrance for every situation of life. Your love, your business, your everyday. In other words, you have a fragrance that you can deploy to always smell good, always be on point to make sure you can impress anyone. And here's the thing. Look, our fragrances are expensive. I know they are. I know it. And that's because all our stuff is made in France. The oils come from France. They come from Italy. Everything's handmade in France. Then they're imported here. We're using some of the best materials in the world on par to any other high-end fragrance. Like, you can put us up to anything. You'll see that we don't only just smell as good, we perform as good. Here's what I'm going to give you an offer. For those dudes that want to look more attractive, if you guys click the link down below, this is only for 24 hours. It's insane. Each bottle is $150. If you buy the bundle, it should be $450. But you know what? I'm going to do a $250 discount. That means if you buy the bundle today, you can get it for $200. All three fragrances. This is only for 24 hours because I have lost money on this. I'm going to lose money on this. But this is just for those dudes that want to smell the best. Because I promise you, once you get this, you're going to be hooked. If you guys want to check it out, it'll be linked down below. And like I said, after today, I feel sorry for you guys. 2, you got to be tall. This sucks, but you have to play to your strengths. You need to know what women actually want, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. See, in this study, they surveyed 70,000 women, and they found 90% of them wanted a man that was taller than them. I'm going to take it a step further. You need to be at least 4 to 5 inches taller than her. And this is because you need to be tall enough that she can wear heels and you're still taller than her. I'm telling you, these scientists didn't think of this, but I did, because I know girls are gonna think of this. When they look at you, they're thinking, man, can I wear heels when I'm with him? I promise you, it goes through their head, which means play to your strengths, bro. You need to understand, if you're 5'7", all right, that's easy. You're gonna pick up girls that are 5'1", 5'2", and that way you know you're increasing your chances of success. 3, you gotta be intelligent. Smart men, they reign supreme, and based on this study, 70% of women had this as their top 2 or 3 quality that they want to see in that ideal man. And it makes sense. Not only do you have substance, not only are you a more interesting person to connect with, but also you have a higher chance of success. See, women are always scoping for men that have the highest chances of success in the future to be successful, right? To gather more resources. They're biologically wired for this, meaning you don't have to be rich today. You just have to be ambitious and intelligent. 2 things that you can work on now. 4, you gotta be confident. You got to be a winner even if you haven't won yet. See, 60% of women wanted a man that was confident. And this makes sense, right? I've always told you this. When you go into a date or start talking to a girl, never go into this interaction thinking, man, I am less than her and I have to impress her. Always go in thinking you already won. Always go in thinking and assuming, man, this girl's in love with me. And then she's just going to be impressed by you naturally, the confidence that you have. 5, you have to be kind. Here's what's interesting about being kind. This was equally as important as being tall. 90% of women said that they wanted a man that was kind, and it was almost always their number 1 quality, which means protecting her, treating her right, being a gentleman, right? Always looking out for her, always taking care of her. They want that type of man. They want to feel that sense of protection, and they don't want to be with the douchebag that's going to mistreat her. Number 6, average body type. This was interesting. See, women only marginally wanted the athletic body type over the dad body type by about 2%, which means you don't have to bust your ass in the gym. And I talked about this, right? Too many guys use the gym as a crutch and they just overkill themselves in the gym thinking that it's going to solve all their problems outside of the gym. While the gym is a great place, especially for your mental health, it's good for your personal health. It's not going to be your one and all solution to outside problems, especially when it comes to relationships. And this study proved it. You can have an average body type, a healthy body type, and that's more than enough to impress most girls. Finally, rolls us to number 7. You gotta be rich. 60% of American women want this. And it's universal too, because it's also Japanese women, Colombian women, and Mexican women. In the same manner as American women, they look out to marrying rich. In other words, they want a man that's already made it. So if you are in that position already, and keep in mind, most men don't get to that level until they're in their 30s, which means if you're 18 and bro, you got time, right? This is where that ambition and that intelligence and that knowledge you should be stacking up. So when you do get to that level, you already know you're that man they all want.